I always start the morning off with 32 ounces of lemon water. I like to use this much. You could use half this much if you wanted to, but this is very hydrating to the body and flushes out all the toxins that the liver has collected through the night. I'm going to make a juice with these clementines. I always get these clementines for the kids and they don't eat them all, so I like to juice the ones that they don't eat. And then I'll mix it with this pineapple. I don't like to waste food, so I will cut the pineapple up, and then the edges and the inside, the core of the pineapple, I will juice with the oranges, and it makes a really yummy juice. Before I make my juice, I'm going to eat these pawpaws. I found them on my parents' land. These are pawpaws that really need to be eaten. And then these are the ones that I got that are still hard and they're ripening, so they're on the counter getting ripe. This is what it looks like inside of a pawpaw. So you have the seeds in there. You don't eat the seeds, and I really don't like to eat the skin. I don't think it tastes very good, but you'll eat this custard stuff in the middle. When you cut the pineapple, so I cut the edges off, you can see that there's still lots of hard pieces. So this is what I will cut and juice this outer piece. That way I'm not wasting any of the good stuff in the pineapple. My pineapple's cut up, as in it's nice and soft around the edges, and then look how much stuff that I cut off. So instead of throwing that away, I will juice it. I already have my oranges juiced and ready to go, so now I'm going to put my pineapple right over top, and it will mix really nicely to make a very yummy drink. I have my juice here, and as you can see, I'm straining it to get all the big pieces out. You can see there's a lot of big pieces, a lot of big pulps and stuff. I don't really want that in my juice, so I'll strain it out. I have my pineapple cut up. I have a little bit that I'm eating, and then here is a whole bunch that I will be saving. I will put pineapple in my smoothies, and I will also just eat it during the day. This is the bottom part of the pineapple, so it's going to be sweeter than the top. So this is what I'll end up putting in smoothies. And then I always make my boyfriend some for lunch. Here is the core of the pineapple. This is the part that I will juice next, and then my juice will be complete. I will usually have about 2 smoothies. This only made about 1.5 smoothies, but sometimes this will be completely full. The reason that I really like this smoothie is because it's very filling, and you can put it in the refrigerator and it'll last. So if you're going to work, this is a good smoothie to take with you because it's filling and it won't thicken up. Like the wild blueberries will make it really thick. It turns it into like a jelly substance after a couple hours. Well, this smoothie, that doesn't happen, so it travels really well. This is what I'm gonna have for dinner. I have all these greens down below that I'll mix up with my bowl. And I have potatoes on it, mushrooms, broccoli, and quinoa. I haven't had the quinoa until tonight, so I'm not really sure how it's going to be with this bowl. I've had this bowl a couple different times, but the quinoa is the first time. And then I just seasoned it with some garlic salt to make it really simple. I don't like to cook the garlic salt into the potatoes because I feel like it just is not as flavorful as if I just put it straight on the potatoes after it's cooked. The quinoa is a really plain kind of flavor, and then the greens are kind of plain, so when I mix them with the potatoes, I like them like that. That's pretty good, so you could try it that way. After dinner, as a treat, I'll usually have some tea. I like this brand, Traditional Medicine. Here's some tea that I could choose from that I like. I like all these different flavors right here. Raspberry leaf, warm vanilla, hibiscus. I'll make my tea up and I'll always mix it with some honey. I'll either choose to make a tea like from the Traditional Medicine, or I'll make a lemon honey tea. So I'll take half of a lemon, juice it into my cup, put some honey in there, and then I'll also use this micro C, which is vitamin C. And when I make that drink, it's supposed to be a really healing drink too. Well, actually all these are really healing, but if you have a cold, this is a really healing drink. And I'll put the link for how to make this lemon tea in the description. Usually once I have my tea, I don't have anything else during the night. If I do get hungry, I'll probably have some pineapple that I cut up, or I also have some bananas. I always like to have a fruit at the end of the day because they're sweet and it's like a little bit of a sweet treat at the end of the day instead of dessert.